Hello, it's Arnas here, and welcome back to Dreadnought Nautical Domination. So we are again in the secondary brackets, and today we are going to see SMS Konig 1916 version by Pharaoh 4. So a fearsome blade dancer, really good firepower, good protection, and very interesting maneuvers and bold maneuvers actually performed by this ship. So really a strong entry. And it's going to be fighting against Requiem by Mat 1248. And this is a totally different style, so very much a Richelieu-like layout with very strong forward-facing firepower and good protection in the bow. So let's see how this one is going to go. And of course, Requiem is also, especially at the distance, is also quite evasive. It does this sliding from right to left, and depending on the fire rate of its enemy, it can really dodge quite a lot of shells at some distances at least. But yeah, this initial volley from Konig actually damaged one of the barrels on the super firing gun, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay, again, the front gun was hit, but now this was the leading gun, and 3 barrels damaged but quickly repaired. Right, and this is the fearsome volley from Requiem, but a lot of shells actually went over, so not a significant damage have been done here, and it looks like the early exchange is being won by Konig actually. Konig also has much more material to repair with. Okay, and this is really a melee sort of distance, very close, both ships. Okay, shots delivered to the bow, and this is actually what Requiem wants. This bow wants to attract a lot of shells, so the armament is safer. Some torpedoes. Okay, then this is going to be an actual ram, I think. And I think it's actually Konig who wants it more. Requiem was trying to avoid it. And yeah, this is curious. I think that actually this situation favors Requiem because it's got its armament up in front, and just have a look at these frontal turrets on Konig. They are destroyed. So, you know, anything. Okay, maybe not fully destroyed. I think this one is in some condition. Actually, okay, now the back turrets have an opportunity to move a bit. So I think it all depends how this ram is going to end up. If the Requiem is going to be able to pass Konig, then I think the tables would turn, because okay, yeah, now it's actually Konig is moving fast forward, and now the rear turret should finally have a chance to shoot back. This is a very interesting duel, but it costed Konig 2 guns up in front. I think these Casemates on the other side should be able to shoot as well, and yeah, indeed, How could they miss from this range? I have no clue. They must have been targeting the mast. And vicious blow delivered from the rear guns of Konig. Although Requiem was able to have a quite good hits, deliver quite good hits, it's still behind in terms of the HP pool. But oh, sorry, no. I looked at the bad figures. Actually, it's very similar, and I think that Konig is going to run out of material very soon. Okay, some good volley it seems. Alright, yeah, okay. Did some good damage. But even with just those two guns in the rear, Konig is still very dangerous. But looks like Requiem is looking for these guns. It's trying to snipe them out. But there isn't a hell lot of guns of its own to do the trick. It is struggling. Also the middle gun tries to shoot, I think. Okay, this is very close fight. Let's have a look at these guns. So I think that maybe just 2 guns in this turret are normal and functioning, and perhaps 3 of the Casimir guns are in the, okay state. It's called like that. Yeah, I think the damage done by this gun was not really that high, so I'm not really sure. Okay, but alright, this was a good blow, and yeah, I do believe, I'm really certain that Konig's bow and stern is not the strongest one. I think it's a lot of compromises have been done to focus all the protection in the key areas, like the turrets, like the weapons. Okay, now that was some juicy shot. Okay, are we going to see another ram? That wouldn't be really in favor of Konig, unless those rear guns could be brought to bear, and actually that's going to be the case. Okay. Ooh, the return fire was, I think, much more devastating than the initial volley from Requiem. I'm not really sure if Requiem have enough stuff to throw at Konig. Yeah, I've noticed that Konig is taking a little bit of DQ time, but this is most likely due to the speed problem. So I've changed the speed of propellers, and for most ships they stayed within the boundaries, but I think that very slightly, and in some instances, maybe when it's firing bug or something like that, Konig can just for a moment be above that allowed speed. But I would just ignore that. Okay. That was a devastating hit, so this pair of casemate guns have been totally demolished. So I really think that only these casemate guns actually are able to deal any damage. So it looks like it's going to be victory for Konig. But it was quite a relatively close one, I would say. The most brawly match that we ever had, I think, in this tournament. So it's like the third time that you could jump from one ship to another. Yet another clinch. So yeah, these blows, they can take quite a lot of blocks, but there's nothing in there, nothing important. So if Konig would be able to, alright, it was able to. Okay, so Requiem is despawning, so Konig was able to bring quite a decisive victory in this round, in this case. So I think we won't be running another round, because this was a significant blow. The ship basically despawned. Let's just have a look at the ammo and the Konig side. Okay, still plenty of ammo. Okay. All right, but you know what? I think I'm going to run another round anyway, because it was a fun, very fun and close brawl basically, and it might have gone the other way as well. So let's try to run another round. Okay, we are in round number 2. Let's go. Okay, early exchange. I think that this time Matt was able to deliver a little bit more shots. Okay, some good blow. But yeah, actually this is the place where the turret well protection starts, so it absorbed it quite well. And I think if Requiem was using frag instead of HE shells, I think it could have done more damage to Konig. it maybe would be less spectacular against the bow and stern. More armored sections, I think it could have done a better damage. Okay, a good blow in the front, and yeah, just have a look at that. At this range, still so many shots missing. Just Konig is doing all these maneuvers, it's so evasive. Okay, I think that it was able to win this first approach. It's 10% of damage done to Requiem, quite a lot, and Konig is still able to repair. Let's have a look at the state of these guns. So those guns are quite well protected, but still they are not able to take all those shells. And okay, another very unfortunate hits. Requiem ate a lot of, and another one, yeah, a lot of damage being done to those main guns. And yeah, I'm really certain that they are not coming back. So this first approach might be all that Konig needed to really seal this battle. So I think only the right casemate guns are just, you know, fully operational. The rest is not. But Requiem has not given up. It's in full pursuit of Konig, and the Requiem is a little bit on the slower side. It's built for that slower speed in mind. It doesn't want to. It wants to chase, but it doesn't want to catch. It wants to keep its front guns on the target. And even those slightly degraded guns, they still do some damage to Konig. It's not really a lost battle yet. However, the chances are very, very slim for Requiem. Okay, still some rather significant blows delivered by Requiem. It's not giving up, but I'm afraid that just the sheer number of guns remaining on Konig is going to be a deciding factor. And again, another very close drive-by Konig. Just shooing off a little bit of nose and close salvo being delivered. And yeah, Requiem is not really meant to show its side this much. Fortunately enough, the number of blocks in the bow still lure most of the shots. But yeah, the rear is where the engine is, where the AI is. and they are not that heavily protected. They just rely on the superstructure, the bow, to protect it. Okay, a series of very vicious blows that already pretty much eroded main armament. And also this torpedo managed to shave off this huge part of the hull. Now this is just a bullying of an opponent. Konig has a huge advantage now. And another drive-by at high speed. Okay, rear guns fired. And I think that the middle gun just didn't have enough time to actually aim and fire. This turn was so quick. And the deadly blow. Yeah, another one. Yeah, the shape of Requiem is really bad. It's so much perforated that now even those torpedoes are able to do significant damage. They just swim into the ship and yeah, blow it to pieces. And that's it, 52%, so it's well below the threshold. So second round, definitely much more decisive than the first one. And yeah, we are watching Requiem slowly despawning. So condolences to Matt. Requiem was very fun and different, very much different from the other designs. So I really enjoyed its run in this tournament. However, that just ended by the hand of Ferram 4, who is now victorious and is going to continue in the secondary bracket. Alright, and of course congrats to Ferram for that. Okay, that's all I had for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.